Welcome back, everybody, to the Alt Tab podcast. This week is my week, and I honestly didn't have much going on or anything that I really wanted to talk about. So I decided we'll just shoot the shit today. I had the guys bring some topics they wanted to talk about, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. We'll just go ahead and start off with corn dog. What do you got for us, bud?
So first, I want to tell a story about work. This is
Okay.
this is a fun story. So the other day at work, I got to there and my employee was like, "Hey, just so you know, a truck driver backed into an employee's car." And I was like,
Oh,
"Man, it's fucking stupid." So I'm watching the video. It's weird from start to finish. The guy comes onto the property and he doesn't do like the normal shit where they'll come in and they'll do like a little K turn and park somewhere. The dude does like the longest way, never backs up, only drives forward to get to where he's trying to go. So he's doing like these super tight angles and shit. It's weird. Then he gets to a spot and he's blocking a lot of traffic. So my employee goes up and is like, "Hey, can you go park over here? You're blocking spot." And the guy's like, "Fucking all right." It's like 3 in the morning. So the guy starts to back up and he's like, slowly, slowly, makes contact with the car directly behind him and then just starts gunning it. And then my guy goes running over there. He's like, "Fucking stop. What are you doing, man?" And the guy gets out. He's like, "Oh, shit. He pushed the car like 20 to 30 feet. Didn't even know he was back there." So we
Sheesh.
find the employee, and him and the truck driver are talking, and they're both like, "There's like no damage on the car. Like, there's no point of doing nothing." So we get some general information. We send the truck driver like to go park to wait to get loaded a couple of hours. Fast forward to like noon, and the employee comes and finds me. He's like, "Hey, I want that truck driver to pay for it now. Like, I've changed my mind." And I was like, "Well, let me see if I can find the guy's info. You said you didn't want to do anything, so we didn't document anything." So I have to go watch the cameras, and it looks like the guy leaves at 6 a.m. I'm like, I think this guy's gone. So now I have to watch the video, try to find the guy's truck number. As I'm watching the video for like a half hour, like fast forward and jumping around, following the guy, he's still there. He's still getting loaded. And I was like, holla fucking Luya. What a fucking gold mine. So we go get the truck driver, get him with the employee, and they decide, like, "Hey, just give me like 400 cash. We'll call it good." It's like, cool, fine. Everyone's happy. My boss calls me. He's like, "Hey, I got a weird favor. I need you to drive the truck driver to the 7-Eleven down the street so he can go to an ATM and get the cash out." Cool, no problem. Like, if he need, that's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. So I go to pick up the truck driver, and he's like this super skinny little black dude, and like he's getting in the car, and in between his legs and the back of his pants, I'm like, he peed his pants today. I don't know how recently, but in the last 24 hours, he's peed his pants. And now he's sitting in my car. He doesn't smell, but the stain's there. So we go to the 7-Eleven, and if you've been to like a convenience store or a gas station, they got like all those weird signs of like all different shit in the window. And they got a big neon sign that says ATM, and right in the window, you can see the ATM. The guy gets out of the car, sees the ATM sign, and on the outside of the building is like the little air pump to pump up your tires. And he's like, "Oh, there it is." And he tries to pull cash out of the air pump machine. It took him like a full minute of him like trying to figure out where to put the card to get the cash out. And I'm like, this guy drove here in a
oh, he had
fucking
his
semi truck.
yeah, he was probably sleep deprived, man.
So then after a while, he finally goes in and gets the cash, and he comes out with a fucking big gulp with no top on it. And I'm like, "You're about to get in my car, like the car I sit in all day. I don't want that goddamn thing in here." But eventually, I kick him out the car when we get back, and I'm like, "Fucking go to the main office. They'll handle the rest of it." And then I go down to the shop, and the guy, like the head mechanic, I'm like, "Do you guys have like a disinfectant wipe or something?" And he's like, "I don't think so. Why?" And I'm like, "Because I'm pretty sure the dude that has drove pissed his pants today." And he just laughed at me and closed the door. I'm like,
Fuck you and
"All
your
right, fine,
problems.
I'll find." Yeah. I eventually found like some hand sanitizer and just doused that shit. But that was like my Thursday.
That's yucky.
Fucking truck driver peeing his pants and not knowing what an ATM looks like.
You're not supposed to do that.
But that's my fun thing I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna keep ranting here. Let me grab some water. Someone fill the
Like
silence.
Clorox wipes or something you should just have as your everyday now. Just bring them with you to work.
Add it to your
This-
EDC, corn dog.
This,
If we yell chug chug, will you
This
just
re-
finish that?
No,
this
fuck
reminded
no.
me of a story that I don't think I've ever told you guys, and I don't.
Oh my
know
God,
if
I need to
should
know
tell
it.
after this.
Well, let me.
on my spot. I'll go. I'll bring it up.
All right, let me. Now that we had a fun story about a guy who peed his pants, let me harsh the vibe completely. So I've been reading this book for a while. It's called The Poppy War. All right, it's very good. It's a grim dark fantasy book. I'm enjoying it. Like, how do I describe this? The grim dark fantasy genre takes a lot of like real life elements that people don't normally talk about in terms of history and stuff, and they don't shy away from it. And I think that shit's real important. And I don't know how often it gets talked about. For example, there was like a 3-page part in this book that had me drive home in silence, just like contemplating shit. And I'm gonna go into a little bit of the details so you guys can understand where my head was at for this. So in the book, they end up going to, like, they're trying to defend like a fort. The enemy gets behind them, and they realize like a week too late. So by the time they get to this castle, everybody's dead. Like, they're going up the river, and the river is red, and there's so many bodies in it, they have to like pull the boat off to the riverbank and walk like an extra 2 miles. That shit happens. Like, this is real like war stuff. They get to the damn fort, and they're describing all sorts of horrific things that they're seeing, like people flayed and put on walls, and like people who are buried from like their waist down, so wild animals could eat them waist up while they were alive. That's real shit. They found barrels of babies that were boiled. That's real shit, and I don't think stuff like that gets talked about.
Is that how you make baby oil? I'm sorry.
Yes. Absolutely.
I fucking
You let him
fantasy.
win, bud. You let him win.
Oh.
Intrusive thoughts. What on that one?
And then the part that got me is the main character finds one of her friends in a place that they call a relaxation house. We can all put 2 and 2 together and know what the hell that means.
You
But
said
then it goes
what? It cut off.
house, a relaxation house. And they go into a 3-page like detailed thing of what happened here, to the point where they were talking about she was getting raped for days on end, where she would black out and wake up and it'd be a different guy. For days, like her whole day would be that. That's real stuff. There were parts where they're talking about there was a pregnant lady in the relaxation house. They didn't touch her for like the entire like campaign on this fort. They used her as a way to like make sure the women were fed and washed and stuff like that. Until the very end of it, the general said, "I want the pregnant lady." She fought back, and they describe in detail how he ripped open her stomach and took the baby out while she was alive. And the way they described it is that he peeled the baby like an orange. That like shit like that, I don't think gets talked about in like modern history classes. But the one description that really got me, they were talking about how, yes, they would mutilate and rape all the older women, but when they got bored, they would go on to the children. And when the children were too small, they would take a knife and open them up to make it easier. Horrific shit. See? I see Steady's face. That's the part that had me drive home in silence.
Yeah, this shit's getting demonetized.
Well, probably, but
Did we have it monetized in the first
Yeah,
place?
I'm trying to lighten this fucking terrible shit up.
I
dude.
told you I was going to
I
harsh the
do not
vibe.
want to be talking about this.
But I think it's important to, because as horrific that sounds, that's real history there. Like, yeah, it's in a fantasy book, but that's based in reality. Shit like that
That's why we
happens
have the
today.
Geneva Convention.
And that's why like the Epstein Island thing is so big. Like, that could be happening right now to like even to somebody you don't know. It's horrific and terrifying.
Stop making the
Oh,
fuck
how-
faces,
Be
Dan.
lock in, dude.
Dan's
How-
face, brother.
Be lock in, dude.
It's Dan's fault.
He's over here like it's a real thing. It's like super big. Everyone's chasing these islands. No one's talked about the fucking islands, dude. It just gets brought up as like Twitter history at this point.
But it
it's just
shouldn't.
creepypasta on Twitter. That's all that is.
It shouldn't just be creepypastas.
No, it shouldn't. But I mean, like that's the world's atrocities. No one gives a shit about the world's atrocities.
I think it needs to be taught more.
But you're
I mean, even if you
Tinfoil
teach it,
hats on.
it's gonna be the same thing. Like most people, are like, damn, that's fucked up for like a week, and then they're gonna go back
Yeah.
to their cozy life, whatever it is.
yeah. It's the equivalent of like, remember when Facebook had all like, oh my god, my grandmother's dying, one like is one prayer. That shit, that's the same thing. Like that's
On
the
the
same
hopes and
shit.
prayers horse
Yeah,
shit.
or was it like the water for Africa? It's like, oh hey, every like is a gallon of water for Africa. I'm like, how does
Yeah.
that convert? How are we weighing this out? How
What
does
was
it?
it?
Who's doing this?
Oh fuck, what was it?
Yeah,
Coney,
everybody gives a
what?
fuck for
20
I still
oh
have
something?
yeah,
my poster.
2012,
I still
2012.
have my Coney poster.
Like
It's
everyone
the
gives a
same.
fuck for 15 minutes, and then if it's not really fucking with them,
I'm
they go
dead ass
right
serious.
back
I'll bring it
to
out right now.
It's just
yeah.
flavor of the month fucking like championing bullshit. That's all that is. Like,
Yeah.
granted, I agree, like people should understand, like, hey, fucked up shit happened.
Right.
We need to be better than this. But that's
You
just
think-
not how like the generic person interacts day to day. They can give less than a fuck.
Does Ted Bundy get taught in schools?
No,
Really?
No.
because that would be
Where?
psych
Yeah.
and sociology. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
like
It
generic
wouldn't be
history.
social studies. It wouldn't be U.S. history or anything like that.
That
Yeah.
should be U.S. history.
Why?
It changed the way like our criminal justice system functions.
I think the problem with that is that like you'll have that one kid in the class that's like, "Holy shit, this is my new idol," and it'll be
Yeah,
like
it's like, "Oh, this is
glorifying
my
their
shit."
actions and shit.
We can find him early. Get his ass in jail.
You like Ted Bundy? All right, lock him up. I didn't do anything.
He's
I
like,
just
"Well,
like the
this
guy.
guy's
Lock him
awesome."
up.
You're on the
Like,
list.
yeah,
Mark.
If
you're on the
teaching
list.
about Ted Bundy and then a week later a student comes to school with like a yellow beetle, dead. Shoot him.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. This is why we shouldn't
that
bring
back,
these
walk that
topics
back.
up. Like, how did we just go from the most terrible shit ever to us like making fun of it?
Killing
I
Heisey.
don't think. I think you're right. It should be taught, but I don't think we're the platform to teach it by any means.
Why? I think it's a
no.
great way to do
We're
it.
not even the
No, I don't
group.
think we're the.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I don't think we're the.
I
Our
don't think we're
audience
the-
isn't
yeah.
the audience that needs to learn this shit, and we're not the ones that should be like that. We should not have this be a platform for shit like that because we can't take it seriously, and it just turns out looking disrespectful.
No, all those guys are idiots. You can make fun of them. Told you I was gonna harsh the vibe off the jumpy. You guys bring it back.
Well, I mean, I was gonna add like, well, not
Hey, what
really.
you got?
Well, no, it's almost the same thing. Like, I got into a debate with a coworker friend. He's one of those people where it's like he believes if you're not doing something about it, then you're part of the problem.
oh, so he's
And-
a piece of shit. Got it.
In the back of my mind, it's like, yeah, but all you're doing is like reposting links about stuff. Like you're not really
Christ.
doing shit either.
Yeah, but that's how he
and I'll be
justifies
honest,
it.
things that don't affect me, I give two fucks about. That's the reality about it. Like
Yeah.
if it doesn't affect my day-to-day life, I don't give a fuck. Most people that are like, oh, you don't give a shit either. You just want to feel good about yourself by like being on fucking Instagram or wherever and saying, hey, I did this thing. You didn't fucking make a dent at all. You're not doing shit. Right? But I'm being honest about it. Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck. Right?
Mhm.
So according to him, like I'm part of the problem because I'm not actively sharing these links and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I can sleep at night. Fucking give it a shot. Try it. Try shutting the fuck up and going to sleep at night.
I won't post a link, but
This
I'll
shit
step
frustrates the
up in a
piss out of
party.
me.
Say
So,
again,
like,
Carl Condor?
Said I won't post a link, but I'll step up at a party.
Those are things that are more realistic. Yeah, it's like within your sphere of being able to do something about it, like on a grand level.
You're-
Climate change. I can't fucking fix the climate. Fuck it.
Sorry.
I blast my AC all the time. I don't give a
Lock
fuck.
it in,
It
boom.
is what it is.
Fucking lock it in, man.
It's just like,
because
get
he
your
can't
shit-
drive to pollute the shit. He's like, yo, I put my AC on, bro. I'm part of the problem.
I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I don't give a
My
shit. It's like,
carbon
oh, you have your
footprint
air
don't mean
conditioner?
a
I don't
damn
give
thing,
shit.
dude.
Like certain things just are the dumbest shit ever. Especially those kinds of people, right? It's like I get you want to do good, but like do good on your own accord. Don't be one to just fucking be a social justice warrior so you can have virtues pushed on everybody else just because you wanted to do it for a fucking split second. If you're
Yes.
gonna do it, do it. Just don't fucking do it for the clout.
It's that, and it's like, don't do it just to be able to stand on the soapbox with everyone else to point down
Yeah.
at other people.
Right.
Like I feel like that makes you a bigger piece of
Yeah.
shit than the people that don't share it. Because
Yeah, like you're doing it
like-
to pat yourself on the back. You're not doing it because you genuinely give a fuck. And it's just Weird.
And it's why would you have someone disingenuously share something that they don't even know about? And then being ignorant to stuff is an issue now too, apparently.
Right, and,
I
and
just- I
that's what
think-
my counter argument was. It's like because they believed that if more people knew or were informed, they'd give a shit. And I was like, fun
That's very
fact,
optimistic
a
thinking.
lot of people
Yeah, very
understand
optimistic.
enough to not give a fuck, and I am one of those people. I don't give a fuck about said problem, and I'm informed enough about it to understand that it's not impacting my life. Therefore, ain't shit I can do about it. I'm not losing any sleep about it.
Some of the concepts behind it too are just like the dumbest shit. Right? Like, I'm gonna share a link on Twitter so I can get more homeless people awareness. Homeless people don't have fucking internet. I don't know if you knew that, but I mean, like, that's kind of number one on homeless shit. You can't have fucking services. Like, that's
I'm very aware of the homeless because I see them
Right,
on my
like,
way
who's
home
not
all the time.
aware about
but
like
it's like
that's
shit
a
like that
situation that
just-
everybody's aware about, and they turn a fucking blind eye. That's definitely one of those things where
Oh,
it's like I
1000%.
don't
Like,
see
y'all
Wait,
that.
you
remember
guys
the,
aren't
the
giving
homeless guy
change
that
out?
would pee at traffic?
yeah, I
Like
do
pee
remember
at
Yeah.
them, like whip said penis out,
Yeah,
and
when,
just
when I was working the night shift at the slaughterhouse, on my way home, there would be a homeless guy at the same intersection, and he would like pee at traffic, or he'd bend over and show his butthole. He was very fun. He was like my high point.
hell yeah.
Like in the summer, I was like, I know the guy's gonna be doing some crazy shit
I'm
again.
seeing butthole tonight.
Yeah.
Did you
Just
pay
unlock
for
the
it, or
fucking
were you
lead.
just
Hell
like,
no,
"Yeah, free
man!
show"?
That was light was always green, baby. I'm not stopping. I'm just there for a quick look.
He was there for a quick whiff.
Yeah, I roll the window down. I'm like, good job, and then I'm gone.
Nice asshole.
He
Surprisingly
farted, that's when we
clean!
got to get
Yeah.
the next day. Could you
Oh,
imagine you're driving a fucking convertible down that intersection with
Oh,
the
and you
top
just
down,
catch a fucking
he farts,
stray.
and then you get fucking pink eye the next day.
That'd be fucking ruthless.
Spokane had a lot of homeless people too. Out in Washington, they were all like normal homeless people. They wouldn't do crazy shit.
He has a point, right? Like, because there's levels to it.
Yeah, like they were the homeless
and
guys.
then homeless raid boss.
Like they had
Homeless
like
raid
tents
boss.
under the freeway, but they wouldn't like do weird shit at intersections.
Yeah, because we have
Like they might
a
stand out there with a
homeless-
sign.
Yeah.
We have a homeless community like down the street from us, not too long, like far away, that sleep on the other side of the train tracks. There's two dudes that will constantly go to the same intersection, completely fine, dressed, ready to go as if they just got out of work. Hold up the sign, and there's just a blank fucking sign. It's like,
It's like
What?
it's like those books. It's like Mad Libs. Like you could just put whatever
Yeah.
whatever struggle you think they have. That's actually genius.
Texas homeless
Like,
people
one
are
day
built diffy, dude. They got fresh fades.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
yeah.
The homeless guy that's around here, he's got a fresh fade. I'm like, how? How do
he's
you
got
have-
uncreased ones?
Yeah, I'm like,
all the
what?
time.
There's a new hustle at this
Oh,
intersection on my way home
dude.
now. They're not homeless, but it's like this little Asian family, and they got a cooler, and they'll walk down the street with like Gatorade bottles, and they try to sell you Gatorade in traffic.
Yeah, it's a hustle. Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
side gig.
I asked them like how much.
No,
and they
that's
were
the
like
gig,
$5.
not a
I'm like
side gig.
$5 for a fucking bottle of Gatorade in traffic. Suck off.
Supply and demand, baby. How
Hell,
bad do you want
They're
it?
next to a gas station.
I hear you. Convenience fee. You don't got to pull over. You're right on the fucking light.
But you gotta
You
wait
good
for
to
them
go?
to go to the cooler because you don't want that hot ass one. They've been
But-
Yeah, they've been
That
holding
light's
all
not
day.
long enough. They can only
Wait,
walk
what?
like 4 cars deep, and then 20 cars go through the goddamn light.
So when they do that around here with bottles of water, they'll have like 4 bottles just like fucking in hand, and
Yeah,
they'll get
they
like
got
a
a
new stack in
bunch.
between lights. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're always fucking warm, dude. Fuck that shit.
I don't
just
think
rather-
I would ever buy anything.
Yeah, no.
No,
Hell
hell
No,
no.
the seal's not broken. They're,
I've had
they're
a-
good to go.
I've had
Nah,
a
fuck
homeless
that
guy
shit, I
offer
don't
to
care.
pump my fucking tire up on my truck before, like with a bicycle pump, bro. Walk up, you want air in your tire? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm doing good, man. And he's got a bicycle pump,
Yo,
man.
that pump was stolen as fuck.
It,
dude.
it was stolen,
was.
and I don't know how he was gonna do it because it's not even the same valve.
He's got a pocket for it. He's got it.
The
He's got it.
fucking
He's got
ball
attached.
valve on the end.
Yeah,
Holy
like he's
shit,
ready to get a
dude.
basketball.
He's ready just to stab the
You know,
side of it. So
he's
he's not gonna
just-
fill it up.
He's just holding a needle to the fucking pin and trying to blow in it. No, we gonna get
No,
this full. We gonna
He's
figure
got
it
a
out.
he's got a genius hustle. Because you'll say, yeah, he drains your tires, so you got to go to the nearest air pump station, and he knows how to get the quarters out of it.
I just
That's
told him
valid.
no. That was the first time I'm like, no, please, no, don't touch anything. Please just go. Oh,
If you don't help the local homeless, like what the fuck, dude?
yeah, sorry, not my problem.
I'll like don't get me wrong. Like I'll donate clothes here and then. I'll do that. Like when we were younger, we used to do like the soup kitchen all the time. Cool. Like now with these nah, dog. That
Bro.
window stays rolled the fuck up and the radio's blasting.
I have the perfect fucking story about
I start
how I was
doing-
taken advantage of by a homeless person. I had never been so mad in my entire fucking life. It was a Friday, but it wasn't a payday Friday. So
Ooh,
I was like,
I know.
I was a little low, you know. I wasn't starving, but I was at a Chipotle. There was a homeless guy standing giving me the dagger eyes at the entrance of like where you order your shit. I was
What
like,
was that?
fuck it, man. I was like, all right, dude,
The
just
guilt
give
trip
it.
eyes, dude.
I
Yeah.
was like, get what you need, bro. Just get what you need. After I ordered my shit, this motherfucker gets double steak, double rice, guacamole, asks for more guacamole. That was a $30 burrito.
Yeah,
Hell,
to be fair,
Yo, wait, so you
he
already
didn't know
ordered
when
your
the next
shit,
meal
right?
was coming around, dude. He finessed the fuck out of you.
Hold on,
I
did
ordered
you?
I ordered my shit and then I was like, you know, what, fuck it. Let me just something
Pay it
told me to get
forward.
this
Yo,
man a burrito, dude.
As soon as he says double steak, I'm like, those are separate orders, and I'm going to the window.
No, dude, and then she was looking at me. She saw the look on my face.
She's still
and she
piling
didn't
it
do
on.
Anything. She didn't do. I was just like, oh my god, dude. And then at the end, he doesn't even say thank you. He just grabs the shit and walks the fuck off. I'm just
Oh,
like,
I'll
bro,
just
I
slap
just
it
Slap
out of
that
the
shit
pan.
out. Yep.
Yeah,
can't
slap
believe
it
Splat.
down. Slap the food down.
I was defeated that day. I never.
Hell no. Calling the
One time-
cops, yo, that guy stole my food.
I've never been back to that Chipotle, and I will never go back to that Chipotle. I can't,
That
dude.
was
I
like
can't look. And I'm pretty sure nobody that was on staff that day works there anymore. But I can't look any fucking Chipotle person in the eye there anymore, dude. I was like, yo, that Chipotle will be forever known. The one that I got hustled at.
that was like the most recent time I got COVID. Remember when I walked out the fucking Walgreens and I ran into the fucking unicorn, the black albino dude with fucking thick ass glasses?
Oh, yeah.
He's like no bullshit. It's just like, hey man, you got $5? All I need is about $5, and it's just like, I get it, right? Minor lazy eye. Nah, dog, this one's this way. Right? So then he's
It's
like,
like the
I was
logo,
like,
dude.
I don't got no cash on me. Yeah, exactly. Like I got no cash on me. He's like, and he takes his glasses off, right? To like, he's like, I
Oh,
just got real
shit.
bad eyes. As soon as he takes the glasses off, I walk away and disappear. I David Blaine, this man just walked off into the fucking night. You got me. No, hell no.
You stand still. He's like a T-Rex. He doesn't see you. You're right there.
yeah, he's the fucking alien from Pitch Black, and I'm just Vin Diesel.
No, my favorite homeless people are the ones in Chicago. Because like you'll see them come out of like a
No.
Walgreens with the bag of shit and they're like, hey man, you got $20? I'm like, you got your
That's
shit
a lot
already.
to
Yeah.
ask for.
It's amazing. They're
That's a
so
lot.
ballsy. Because they see just like a white kid from the burbs and they're like, I can hustle that guy. I'll scare him. And I'm like, fuck you. You got your bag.
We had a guy when
Let
we
me add
were
this.
in
It was
Houston.
raining that day too.
Oh,
The
dude.
day that I got hustled, so I was like, yo, man.
This day is
I was
shit.
like, yeah.
When we were in Houston a couple weeks ago, when we went to Frank's Pizzeria, we literally hop out of the car. We had to, you had to pay to park, which pisses me off in Houston. Anyway, hop out of the car. This dude jogs across the street, beeline for us, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Comes up to me and asks me for a dime. Hey man, you got a dime? I
He
looked at
ain't
Katie.
talking about change, homie.
So I looked at Katie, and I almost I wanted to be like, no, man, but that guy over there looks like he does, and I said no, and I played stupid like he was talking about change. So I'm like, no, man, no, I don't have any money. But in my head, I'm thinking, if this man is going around asking everybody for a dime bag or just a dime, he's loaded. This man, he's jangling.
He's a Scrooge McDuck of the tent city, bro.
Yeah.
He's
No,
fucking living.
He got quick hands. As soon as you pull it out, he's snatching it and gone.
Sweet boy. That's why I teach everybody I know is like sign language for I'm sorry is this, right? Everyone at home, this is it right here. Just so I'm sorry, and you just walk away. You just hit them, walk away. It's like it's the Rex Kwon Do of communication, right? You're welcome. That's free. That's a free bit of knowledge for all of you.
The rest is on our Patreon.
It is headphones on, and I don't stop for shit. I don't give a fuck what ailment you're going through. I don't stop. I just keep walking.
Daddy's just the main character in every scene that he is. So
Only listens to anime intros.
yeah, he
No,
just is.
no. No,
10
like,
toes
'cause you'll
down.
see people try to like wave you down and shit and ask you a question. It's like, nope. I got no money for you, and I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I'm just trying to get from A to B.
Steps
Yeah,
off
I
the
feel like
bus and stands there and looks up. Another day.
When
Carries
people,
on.
never mind. What do you got for us, Big?
So just this fucking story that Tony reminded me of, because I don't think I
Yes.
ever told you guys this. So we had to go to a wedding in North Carolina last year. It was like the entire situation was dog shit, right? Like we just had to fly out. We were there for only the wedding. The wedding was in the middle of fucking no place. Like we took a hour Uber to get to the place, and as soon as like 10 minutes from getting there, the Uber's like, "Yo, you know, no one's gonna come pick you up, right? Like Uber doesn't service out here. Why didn't you lead with that? Why didn't you tell me that before I got all the way the fuck out here? So you mean to tell me I'm trapped in bumblefuck no place, North Carolina? And I'm trying to go home. I just passed fucking what looked to be gallows 10 minutes ago. I don't want to fucking be out here." Right? So like the entire wedding goes through. Weird little, like it's in like this person's fucking ranch. They get married in like literally an entire fucking field. Cool, whatever. Get back. From that point forward was just the worst 24 hours feasibly possible. We get in the car. This dude smells of just the stankest BO for an hour drive.
Oh no.
Brother did not lower the windows a fucking crack. So I'm in there. Kira's pregnant still, by the way. So she's sitting in the back, and I'm trying to just air filter through my fucking mouth. So I'm just scuba diving this shit. So
The guy looks in his rearview mirror, and Dan just
like I'm doing the most to not breathe through my nose. We like finally, dude, like frees us of this fucking hellhole and cracks the fucking window as soon as we get close by. He's like, "Oh, it's pretty hot out." Oh, I couldn't tell by the way you're sweating, Chief. No, yeah, this thing smells like a fucking death trap.
It just smells like a fart box.
fucking just
Yeah, dude.
fermented
It's not like if you, if you wanted to smell just taint, that's probably what
Oh.
it smelled like.
Fuck, man.
So we get back. I immediately hop in the shower because I felt fucking disgusting. I was literally on a fucking horse prairie for 4 hours for the wedding, and I got to sit in fucking what was the smelly kid's
The
name
horse
from fucking
Way home.
yeah, basically a horse stall on the way home. We wake up, and then as we're waiting to like leave, I like see a little fucking Mini Cooper just backing in and out of the same parking spot over and over again. I will leave out the specifics, but a lady comes out in pretty broken English. She's like, "Can you help me? I think I'm stuck." I was like, "Okay, I can take a look and see what's going on." She's pulling forward and back and hitting the same car because she has cranked her tire so far to the side that it is under the truck's fucking wheel well, and she's pinned her car underneath the truck.
Fuck
Sick.
yeah.
She had like the truck wasn't even fucking in the nearest parking spot, dude. She cranked it so far, she just went this way and was sideways in the fucking parking spot. She literally good luck to everybody else. And I was like, I can't help you. I gotta go. My shuttle's right there. And we just took off, flew back home, and I was like, I'm never fucking coming back to this shit state ever again. Like,
Hell yeah.
oh my god. But yeah, no, the good luck everybody else girl had me fucking dying. She's like, can you get in the car? I was like, for what? For me to take your fucking ticket, crazy lady? No. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
She's trying to pin that whole shit on you.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to steal my car. Okay, I gave out a little bit too much information, but you know exactly the kind of fucking situation I was in.
Oh, as soon as you said a lady hopped out, I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
it
well,
was
he said
rough.
good luck everybody else.
Dude, yeah, dude, that shit fucked me up.
Thought I was gonna die in a Mini Cooper once. Back when I worked at BMW. I had
We
to
go back in November
yeah,
for another
fuck.
wedding.
Back for Grant's wedding, shit.
fuck you, Grant. Pick a better state.
Mail a gift. There we go. Problem solved.
FaceTime.
No, but my other
And
fucking
you're the worst ever, dude.
other topic was just like generic stupid bullshit. So with me working with just fucking people consistently, like every job I've had have weird coworkers. At what point did we just give up on like having like a base level of like social awareness to not be super fucking weird? Like at what point did that just fucking go by the wayside and we just said, fuck it. I'm gonna be my true self always. No. That true self stays at home. You still gotta like
2018.
veneer a little bit.
I'd say
No.
maybe COVID. When where everybody was home. So they forgot. I feel like everybody that is like young now and had to go through quarantine is gonna be really fucking like socially weird compared to like all of us
Yeah.
that have like full lives outside and shit. I feel like that's what fucked us.
Yeah.
'Cause
Past
I had-
couple years of dealing with students at college, because like you figure they're coming out of high school or like they're in the middle of high school, beginning of high school during COVID lockdown.
Mhm.
So, back, like in person, when, you get punched in the mouth for saying some stupid shit, those
didn't
skills
happen.
aren't there anymore. So there's a lot of socially awkward fucks now in their like beginning stages of college or graduating. And it's like, dude, this is a really bad speed bump in like social behavior that we should be getting past pretty soon.
Yeah, because basically what reminded me of all this is like I used to have somebody that I used to work with at one point. My first interaction with him was on a Zoom call where his camera was on and homie just goes, eh, 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 oh, oh. Brother, you were staring at the fucking screen the entire time. Your hand didn't move a mouse, a keyboard, nothing. If you saw yourself on the fucking screen the entire time for you to go, you eat fucking boogers on a Zoom call, Chief? Like that's the time? Like that's your timing.
He saw the mirror, man.
Like holy shit.
And everyone knows the timeline shifted in 2016 when Harambe died.
Everything truly went downhill since then.
I feel like 2016 was the last good year that we had.
Yeah,
a
then
collective.
Harambe died and everything went to shit.
That's all I got. I'm frustrated.
Talk about surprise, surprise. It's video game shit. But I wanted to talk about the like two games that kind of like both fill the same type of genre, I guess, where they're like copycats that aren't as good as the original, but they kind of fuck. So the first one I wanted to go over with, I feel like it's not as good as the second one that I played this week. But X Defiant finally got a release on Tuesday. Um, And I feel like if it was made by any other developer, it would have been a lot better. But they did the classic Ubisoft shit where they're like, "Hey, we got." It's like that thing from a wedding: one thing new, one thing borrowed, and all that bullshit. But the majority of their
Oh,
games are just borrowed shit from other things that they made already. So like, the whole deal is it's Call of Duty killer, quote unquote, right? But their little like thing to make it their fucking Salt Bay salt is they have different factions, but guess what? They're borrowed from their other games. So they have Far Cry, they have Watch Dogs, and then they have Division and Splinter Cell. So each faction has two characters, and you all have abilities that are related to like their respective game and stuff. Um, but like I feel like the main problem is that the game doesn't figure out if it wants to be Overwatch or Call of Duty because they have like Overwatch abilities and like Overwatch gameplay or like game modes and shit, but their whole like style is run and gun similar to Call of Duty, but it feels kind of empty because it's missing like kill streaks and like all the other stuff that make Call of Duty good and like perks and stuff. So I feel like it's not going to be the Call of Duty killer. And I feel like I'd be surprised if it makes it past the third season. Um, unless they do like a lot of changes, because I feel like there's problems with desync. Like there's no outside of just like mindless shooting and running around. There's like nothing. Like there's nothing engaging to keep you like in the game. Whereas like with Call of Duty, you have kill streaks, so like you kind of have things that you work towards like in the game modes and stuff.
what am
Well,
I?
that game's been in development for fucking ever. Like they've had alphas, they've had betas, everything for the past like 3 or 4 years. So for them to come out of the gate now and it still feel very just meh and bland.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it very far.
One of
Also,
my
you
buddies
can't
brought up.
fucking prone in the game, which is kind of stupid.
That's weird.
Darling, no.
One of my buddies brought up like a very good point. Could you? I think a game would do well, like benefit from if they didn't have kill streaks and all that. If they had the narrator again, like from Halo,
Oh yeah, with
I
like
think it would do well if they did something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Because he was talking about, I was like, dude, like nothing beats that fucking call out when you got like a killing spree in Halo.
Yeah.
yeah, like Kilimanjaro and shit. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck yeah, let's go. Even though
But
like
like
you don't get
the
a kill
Quake
streak or whatever.
announcer,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit fucks too.
monster kill.
Yeah, because
Fuck
there's
yeah.
no kill streak and shit like that, but like you hear that fucking announcer
And it
come
just hypes
over
you
and
up.
pat you on the back, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh shit, I'm fucking frying
I'm
right now."
fucking whooping ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
You start talking like the Lisp kid.
Yeah, I'm widowy flying right now.
Yeah.
Widowy. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool for now, and competition is definitely good for Call of Duty, because it's not gonna make it better, but hopefully it
but-
makes it a little bit better. And then the second one, which me and Steady got some rounds in, I feel like it was pretty fun, is Infinite Arena Breakout, which is kind of like the I guess Beef was saying it was like a mobile game, and now it has like a PC release and stuff. And I wanted to talk about it because it's like I like it, and I feel like I hope it's gonna be around for a while because I feel like it could give Tarkov a good run for its money because it's kind of like Tarkov but with quality of life changes, and I prefer the graphics. I think the graphics look a little bit better, and the shooting feels a little bit better as well, in my opinion. Where it's not as random as Tarkov or like as hard to grasp, in my opinion, as Tarkov is. And I feel like it'll be a good gateway drug for people that are into shooters but haven't necessarily tried Tarkov, because now with EOD being gone, it's kind of like to get the full experience of Tarkov, the cost of entry is kind of crazy at this
Sucks.
point.
Yeah, it's like Tarkov, but like 90% Tarkov. Like it
Tarkov
eases
Light.
back. Yeah, I wouldn't even say Tarkov light. It eases back in some aspects, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was.
Packing a
what-
mag and doing all that is like is a lot. Like it's the same thing. You would still have to put the bullets individually in, but you're not sitting there pulling each individual bullet out of your pocket and then putting it into the magazine like it feels like in Tarkov. You know, like here, like you got them all ready and you're loading them in pretty fucking quick. You know what you're doing. You know how to load a magazine, so it feels quicker. I think they'll both exist. Like if you want your super hardcore experience, Tarkov. But if you want something close to that and it still feels competitive and the edge is there, then you've got Arena Breakout.
I feel like it's my favorite like two quality of life things are is you can there's no friendly fire and you can see where your teammates are. And also I like that you can see like you don't have to fucking pull up maps from like third party companies. Like your map is in game and you can like mark where you have to extract at.
Yeah. So still has a ping system. You ping something on the map, your teammates can see it. All the shit that makes gaming, makes games. Where with
It
Tarkov,
sounds
it's more of
like
a simulator kind of thing. So it's a little more. It is still that more hardcore experience.
it
And,
sounds
I
like
do
it's
see
Call of
both.
Duty, where you have hardcore playlists and the regular one.
Yeah. I would say that fits
Kind
the
of,
bill.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not Tarkov light because it is still there is some that
It's not like a
constant threat.
cakewalk.
Right.
It is
Right.
still kind of hard. Like third,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like for me personally, because I would say I'm a filthy casual in Tarkov. Like I'm nowhere near as like into the shits as you guys are. But I feel like if I had the well, obviously I mean I still do have the choice. I just rather play Arena Breakout as opposed to playing Tarkov.
I mean, I have it now, so I'm down to give it a run.
I think it's fun.
I haven't tried
I
it
think
all,
it's
but
fun.
I can see the appeal for sure.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely fun. It gives you that really close to Tarkov experience.
if you took out the no friendly fire and got rid of the radar, how close is it to Tarkov?
I would say pretty close. I mean well, I don't know. The scavs don't seem as rough as Tarkov, and the
No. The
Aren't
scavs
there
definitely.
hillbillies too?
Yeah,
get over here. It's over here. That's how
yeah.
they
All,
sound.
all of the scavs in that game were picked up from the south and just dropped into wherever the fuck we're at. I don't even know where the fuck we're at.
Who made this game?
China.
Ah, got it. Okay, this tracks a
Also,
little bit more.
I forgot to say this. The scavving experience fucking sucks in Arena Breakout. Because at least on my solo runs, I've noticed that when I'm playing as a PM, and that's funny. Like I was talking about this the other day as well in Discord, how Tarkov coined the terms like PMC and scav. Like we still make those. It's like like Band-Aid is the brand. It's not like you're supposed to call it a bandage instead of a Band-Aid. It's kind of like
Mhm.
how cool how they coined that for other like extraction shooters. But when I'm scavving, at least as a solo player, I can't get a lobby that has less than 116 ping. And I don't know why, but whenever I play as like a PMC, I always get like 20 to 30 ping. And it's been consistent ever since I've been like playing the game by myself, which I don't know what the logic behind that is. I hope they fix that. And also it feels like in Arena, it's kind of like where you know how people were asking like we want like designated loot places in Tarkov. That's kind of like what they have in Arena Breakout, where there's POIs, but they have specific like looting areas in there. For example, like if you go to the farm, there's like a real big like weapons crate that's outside on a tractor, and then if you go into and the second floor of the farm, there's a safe. So it's kind of like as a
Is it the
scav when you're
same loot
coming,
in them?
I believe so. Where
Same loot? No, I think it'll be random based on like the run and shit like that. But that crate's always gonna be there. And like
The random spawning for Tarkov's new, like what, 2 wipes ago?
yeah, that was recently introduced.
oh well the but hold on, let me finish my thought process. I fucking lost my train of thought. Um, it kind of what I was trying to say is that it kind of sucks because since like all of those big POIs are there, when you're a scav, it just seems like you're following the trail of a PMC. Because like I was following and tracking a PMC on the last scav run that I did, and they were hitting every single fucking like POI on the way to extract. and I think I was just like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes after, and I don't necessarily know how you can adjust that, but it feels like at least scavving in Tarkov, it doesn't seem as rough as the last few raids that I've got into as a PMC on Breakout.
I think it depends on the run, because like we've had some runs where there's no crumbs, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
We find lint if we're lucky. And then you get a run where you find a whole bunch of fucking PMCs that died, and you take all their shit, and they didn't even get a chance to get to the good shit. But I haven't scavved a lot in arena to like really get a feel for what is. But I know the whole thing is like you spawn in halfway through a match, you get what's left. That's the whole purpose of it.
I don't know. I'm just saying in my experience, like I've been like scavving in the last couple days. It just seems like the loopholes are kind of like really shit in Breakout.
I mean, it could be the. Is it on the farm map, or have you tried any other maps yet?
I tried Valley. It was the same on Valley as well. But the Valley one is a lot bigger.
I mean, that may
Oh.
be one of the drawbacks to having the map so easily accessible to everybody. Is like you kind of just know where everything's at. Things kind of highlight for you. Whereas like with Tarkov, a lot of it is just like muscle memory and the knowledge, like from running the map over and over and over, knowing where shit's gonna be.
Yeah, those are my two topics. I think I hope both of them like prosper, and I think it's like for me personally, I'm in a fucking gaming drought, and these are kind of pulling me through, even though it's like more of the same, but same but different, I guess. What do you got for us, B versus Eddie?
I got shit.
Right on.
Oh, I was just actually corn dog reminded me with the Harambe thing. The Dogecoin dog, the Shinibu,
Yes.
died this
Passed
week.
away. Yeah.
So there you go. Up there with Harambe.
My brother told me about that this past week, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Who, Harambe or the
Harambe?
dog?
No. I know who, dude. No, we're not disrespecting Harambe here. No, not like that. The other the dog. Yeah.
Dogecoin. The little the Shinibu dog.
No.
Crypto a couple years ago.
Yeah. Got it.
There's
The Doge meme.
yeah, the Doge meme.
Okay. Do you guys have a lot of dreams?
Nope.
Y'all-
None.
Every night.
Zero.
Every night you do? Me too.
Yep,
And me and
have 'em
Corn
every
Dog
night.
talked
I
about
don't
this, and I
remember
was
them,
like,
but I have them every night.
"You don't remember them? That is sad.
Hardly.
I feel
I
bad
don't
for
have
you,
any. I go to
I
bed and
love
wake
my
up. It
fucked
feels
up-
like 5 seconds.
dude. I love my fucked up brain and remembering every dream that I have. It is the
No,
greatest.
I hardly remember my dreams.
Boom, you don't have dreams, or you do?
That depends.
Yeah. Okay, so inconsistent dreamer.
Sometimes.
Yeah, my ass be dreaming, dude. I had a dream last night. It was wild. I was at work, and me and our service manager were talking about
Fucking-
like
no
jobs. No, dude, no. He's 69 and he's a man.
It's just about one. I'm sorry, my bad.
Catching strays over my dream here. Anyway, we're talking about jobs and material and getting it all ordered and shit like that. And a couple of guys come in, and when I say it's late, it's like closing time. It's Friday. Guys are out. They're getting ready to go home. Anyway, a couple guys come in. They're like, "Hey, we're going to a bar. Let's go have drinks." And I don't ever go out with guys like that to bars. I'm just not that type of person. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. So me and Donald, we both go. Let's go to a bar. It's all fine and dandy. Next thing I know, this is it. Go to the bar. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in my dream in a fucking
My bad, my
field
bad.
with nothing but underwear on.
That wasn't far off.
It's raining. I don't know what has happened. I don't know where I'm at. I don't have my phone. I have the weirdest and worst part of that whole thing. I didn't care that I was naked. I didn't have shoes on. I'm weird. I wear socks everywhere and shoes everywhere. I'm one of those people. So I didn't have
So you
shoes on,
jumped
and
out there
I'm
roofied at the
yeah,
bar
okay.
in your dream.
So I just start hoofing it, man. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm walking through this little bitty town that has a dirt road, run down houses. I'm like, great. I'm in the hood. This is not. I'm not okay. This is a bad way to be. So anyway, I run up on this business that has I don't know what they did, but this dude's on a forklift. So I walk up to him and I'm like, "Hey man, can I borrow your phone? I need to call my wife." Katie comes, we're riding home, and we start talking, and she's like, what day do you think it is? And I'm like, it's Saturday, the day after Friday. I'm like, I have no recollection of anything. She's like, you realize today is Tuesday, right? And in my head, I'm like, I am missing 3 fucking days of my life. What has happened to me? Come to find out, into the dream, I'll wrap it up. I got roofied. Yeah. Somebody roofied me at the fucking bar, and I woke up in a field. I don't know if I got. Yeah, that was my whole dream.
How that y'all fucked with 2 second hints in your dream, dude? That's crazy.
I don't know.
It is beef, right? It's beef, right? Never
It
mind.
was the weirdest shit. That it was a wild ass dream, and I woke up and I'm like,
question.
yeah.
Not a personal. Did you wake up with a boner?
There you go. Yeah.
I always, in fairness, like 90% of the time,
it was like
Throbby.
it was extra hard.
oh, it did. I could feel it throbbing in my chest.
Because of the
There's-
dream, dude.
There's not much down there, so when it throbs hard.
That's a lie. Katie told me yesterday he's got a hog piece, by the way. He's been lying the whole time.
Could we
You
skip
hold it
this
up, man?
portion? Anyway, I just was sharing that.
He's
I
got
fucking
full
hate
solution.
you motherfucker. I forgot you were in here yesterday.
Yeah.
When Katie comes in and she's like, your dick is huge. And I'm like,
Yeah,
thanks.
you were asking about a blizzard.
Thanks. Yeah.
or she's just being supportive.
That, hey,
No,
I
that's
mean,
a- that's
she's
a
giving
win-win.
That's a win.
she's giving the small dick guy some courage. I like it, you
No,
know?
see, this
There
is
you
how
go.
you know she was telling the truth. She didn't say dick, she said cock.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
she's-
what
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
She called it a Beef, you've been lying to us the whole
Yeah.
time, man.
Why are
anyway.
you part of this
so-
group? That's crazy.
That's
dude.
crazy.
You got money and a big dick. You can't have all of it. dude.
Get out, Beef.
And he still, every time he has the choice or a wish, is to just for it to get bigger, dude. How
Yeah,
much more do
that's
you
You're
crazy.
need?
selfish, Beef.
You're a selfish fuck.
Pay your bills. Huge
You
dick.
got a Subway $5 foot long over here.
Andy's white, he's got the trifecta.
Oh,
God
dude, this is
damn,
horse
dude.
shit. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, it's crazy that all the white ones have dreams. That's
Yeah, he
wild.
surrounds himself with us to feel even better about himself. That's fucking wild, Beef.
Hey, we're the support group. You're welcome.
We're the support group.
I'm gonna start charging, Beef.
Anyway, I was hoping that y'all would have dreams like I had. Not the same dreams, obviously. That'd be
you
weird.
Want to get roofied by our
I
69-year-old
know.
manager?
It's just weird that I remember all of my dreams, and I have dreams every fucking night.
No, see, the way it works for me is I go to sleep, I wake up. There's nothing in between. Like there's literally
that's
it feels
crazy.
like 3 seconds, and I'm just awake, and it's the next day.
And you know, so you know how that sometimes if you're, or you don't, but you'll be having a dream, you wake up, you don't know this, but you'll be having, yeah, you fucking weirdos. You'll be having a dream, you wake up, and then you might fall asleep and it'll start over again. No, my shit continues. It's like continue
like
the
the best of the
episode.
bad days.
You,
It was
yeah,
the
it's
first.
like, yeah, it's second act, bitch. We're following up. Here we go. And it just continues. My shit's fucked
I
up,
used to
man.
tweet my dreams when I was active duty. I'd wake up and then I would tweet about them, just to like keep a record until
Oh.
I tweeted while dreaming, and I stopped.
I need you to start sending me your dreams, and I'll send you my
Oh,
dreams,
shit.
and we'll just have a dream
I
off.
remember the tweet that made me stop because it was just like a bunch of gibberish. ... Fuck Bruce Wayne. And I was like, I want to know what that dream was because it was intense. Because apparently Batman pissed me off.
And really quick, I'm gonna end with this for my little section, and then we can go on. But okay, so I love my family. I do. I love them. It's a massive family, and we're always doing shit together.
But
They're planning
is there a
shit
but?
for
Okay.
Father's Day and not asking the dads. It's just like, hey, we're going here, and you're expected to come. You know what I want for Father's Day?
to be left the fuck alone.
A kid.
Thank you. God damn it. I just, me and my group right here, and I don't leave. And yeah, I want me and my little herd of children and all of that just right here, and not being told like you got to go to this fucking lunch at 3.
And a
Just-
pizza.
Yeah, that would be good. I could go, but not a shitty Domino's pizza.
No,
Like,
yeah,
Whoa.
like Katie
Like
drives
a-
out
what's
and
wrong with
orders.
yeah,
Domino's
and gets
pizza?
and she goes and gets
Well,
Frank's
B
on Father's Day.
B finally
I
tried.
tried
like,
real
fucking
pizza.
New York style pizza.
Get the fuck
Uh,
out of here.
And I'll
He's over-
never
he's
go
got a
back to
fucking
that
Domino's
fucking
now.
peasant poor
So-
people shit. I don't want it in my mouth.
they're-
it's nasty. It's
Shut up,
yeah.
dude.
Little
You'd eat a whole
Caesars.
fucking Domino's pizza if
okay,
it was in front of you right
I
now.
did
dude.
have
Oh,
okay.
but
This week I did
wanted the
have.
other one.
I had Pizza Hut and I did eat a might be a large by myself and it
so
was okay.
what makes a New York pizza? Like what's the style of New York? Is it just big?
No, it's just
I think
thin.
it's just
No, so it's
thin.
Thin and
thin.
crispy.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. So
That's boring as shit.
it was
How
great
is
though.
it like? How do you claim that? Like, oh,
But
we
it
made
was
it real
good
big
dough
and thin.
and it was
I
just
said
good,
style.
man.
I didn't say that it was a great pizza or anything like that. So
I
calm
love it.
down, don't get
You
defensive.
said real pizza, asshole.
I feel
As
like if
not
you rolled it up, it'd
franchise
be
is what I meant.
delicious.
Cockmonger. That's what
Like
I
a
meant.
burrito.
Nah, you
Burrito?
said he had real pizza. He had New York style.
Wait. I just had a fat kid moment. Can you make a fucking pizza croissant, brother? Like roll it up like a croissant. and
Do
then
you mean a
just butter it in
calzone?
No, dick.
Oh no!
A pizza corner. You roll it up.
No,
like
you
a
just-
fucking
you
croissant.
go like
New York
this,
slice would
buttercream.
be, yeah.
You just throw that shit in the.
And dip fry it to hold its shape. Oh yeah.
Throw some fucking butter.
That's not
like,
a fucking
garlic
pizza.
butter
That's a
on it.
hot pocket.
No, he's saying take the slice, roll it up like a croissant.
So I'm saying
Right.
take the slice and then you go,
Yeah,
and then it
exactly.
There you
just
go.
rolls.
And then do what
Get a
with it?
toothpick.
Eat it that way?
No, you
Fry it
baste
up
it
a
with
little
garlic butter and throw it in the oven. Let it
Oh,
bake a
fuck
little more.
It'll
Oh.
hold its shape like a fucking
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
garlic
like
knot
a
slash croissant.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh no.
Corn dog is not
Shit.
liking this at all.
No, I was
Well,
dozing
no.
off. I was thinking about other shit.
That sounds delicious. Now I have a chopped cheese to my left within fucking Namen distance, and I'm about to fucking house this.
I've
thing
been
on
watching
camera.
you
No
house
one
them
wants to see
fries
it.
every now and then.
No one wants to see that.
B, get a cramp? What's going on over
No,
there?
I think his dog's shitting in his office and he's puking.
Katie fucked up today. Was trying to cut this goddamn like trim her ears, you know, because they're doodles and they're the worst fucking dog ever. And
Nicked
he
the dog's
nicked
ear a
the
little bit.
fucking ear, and it's just bleeding everywhere, dude. And she's got gauze all around her head, so she looks like she's got a toothache, but it's her fucking ear.
Yeah, just
Liquid bandage is the
yeah.
best thing.
I
will
told
ever
Katie, I
fucking
said, for the
recommend.
love of God, stop going to get a fucking cone and go get me some of that hot glue and a fucking gun so I can just down her ear. Because the next step is me doing like homemade stitches, and you don't want that for her.
should it been on the edge or like more towards the inside?
So it's too close to the.
Oh yeah, that'll
Oh,
just put
yeah,
some pressure.
just-
It'll be all right.
That
Pressure and
you
get some
think
liquid
that
bandage.
I've been pressure, and it ain't working. As soon as she
Oh.
shakes it, it like opens up. She shakes her head, blood everywhere.
Gotcha.
I mean, we are at the hour mark or close to. As long
Fuck,
as it's
dude.
not a dad joke. Do you have anything for us, corn dog?
Yeah. So I had steady roll.
I'm so scared. That nonchalant.
If
Yeah.
it's a fucking
Yeah.
dad joke, I'm leaving, dog. Again.
Why? Last week. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real honest about last week. It was just supposed to be what class. If you watch that back about 3 seconds before I hit the joke, you can see me go, like, oh, there's a joke here. It was like in that exact moment I thought of that dad joke.
Yeah, well, you pissed me off. I hope you're happy.
Hey, if it was that quick and it hit that good, I'm proud of it. But no, this week is real simple. Life is an anime. What's the plot of your life? Because I thought about this and I was like, I don't think mine would be like a slice of life type thing. Mine would definitely be based at work, but it would probably be me defending like time portals and shit.
You're a security guard for time portals?
Yeah, because
That's
all the
fucked,
crazy shit
dude.
happens there.
That's sick, actually.
It's like patching holes in a matrix. That's his whole.
Yeah,
thing.
I think that's what my security job would be.
Mm,
I don't have anything for mine. I don't think. I don't watch anime.
Cartoon, beef. Cartoon.
You just plumbing life.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
My life as a plumber. There you go. It's that's
It'd
be his
just
whole
be
thing.
he'd be
Yoshi.
Scrooge
Super
McDuck.
Mario.
Fucking shook her head and got blood on this goddamn mouse pad. I'm gonna kill it.
Yo, let's just end it there, dude. We'll start off next week with our answers for
We'll
the
get a double
conundrum, I guess.
conundrum. Yeah, we'll start off with the conundrum and
Oh.
then we'll end with a conundrum.
I need to think about that one for a hot minute.
This has
Yeah,
been
absolutely.
another episode. This is actually episode 2 of Boom's Shit Show. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know who's hosting it next week.
Me,
But,
buckle
Corn
in, motherfucker.
Corn Dog is hosting it, and we will see you guys at the